Hey guys, welcome to Whispers in Ink. Oh, what a beautiful day it is here in northern Indiana, you guys. I am Jennifer Merle Hampshire. I'm not only here to inspire you, you guys. Oh, I am here to remind you about being grateful this month. The whole theme for the month of November is gratitude, you guys. So, I'm inspiring you, but I'm also, as always, I'm giving you permission to try something new, which we're kind of doing today, you guys. I haven't done anything like this, so I'm kind of excited about it. So, let's create some fun gratitude treats, you guys. Okay. One more thing. One more thing really quick, you guys. I have some sad news. The All About Autumn Designer Series paper is gone. You guys, it's sold out 4 times, 5 times, I think 5 times now. And it is gone. Gone. So, I'm sorry, but today's project is including that. However, I have 2 different treats that we're going to be doing today. Well, one I'm going to be sharing and the other one we're going to be making, but you can use any designer series paper that you own to create this treat. So, now let's get to creating. Okay. All right, so you guys have seen the simple little, designer series paper wraps, right? And I mean, we do these for super quick little treats as little thank yous, right? Now, I've made these before. If you guys haven't seen them, the concept of what I'm going to be doing as a secondary thing is basically the same. So we have these 2 treats, and like I said, you guys, you take your strip of designer series paper. Here's how I do it. When I'm making these, I take my treat. I take my ruler. This is super easy. How wide is it from end to end? And do I want any of the stuff sticking out? So, and I say no, so we're going to use a 4-inch strip on these little paydays here, and then you wrap and you kind of figure out, you'll see that there's a little bit of an overflap there. Figure out how tight you want it or how tight you don't, and then you wrap it around and you slap some glue on it and you're good to go. All right, that's one type, and this is so easy. But I'm also here to show you how to step this up just a little bit. All right, so what you're going to need is, I have a piece of basic white, and you guys, this could be any color that you want. So you're going to want a 3 1/4, because I didn't bring my paper over here, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch piece on this. You will want to be sure and have a trimmer or a scorer, you guys. I like the trimmer because it does both. The Simply Scoring Tool, which is fabulous. I own one, but I'm a multi-tool user, right? So we don't want the dark blade because dark is death. We're going to take that 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and on all 4 sides, you guys, we are scoring it at 3/4 of an inch. Now you'll notice that I'm using the right-hand side, right? You guys, it goes to 1 1/2 over here. I love using this little section for the shorter scores. Let me bring it up so you can see what I'm talking about without the glare. There we go. I love using this side because you've got all of this space to rest it on to make sure that you're getting a good score. So 3/4 of an inch, on all four sides. Now, and I decided on 3/4 of an inch, you guys, because of how thick my payday candies are. If your candies are skinnier, you can put them in here. It's super easy. It'll still work. All right, so we've got, can you guys see the scores on there? Yep. All right, so basically what we're going to make is a box. So when I make a box, and I'm right-handed, I'm not going to lie, I usually work off of the right, da, 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 and I go all the way around, just like this, and just like this. So on all four sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those are going to be what we're going to glue to these sides. Super duper easy. And you guys, why is it that I always forget? I get so excited about cutting that I forget about doing the folding. Because, you know, it would make more sense to fold first, right? So you see how my box is folded up? These little flappy pieces here, these 4, are what's going to secure my box in place. Just like that. And we're going to do it with glue. You can do it with tear and tape. You can do it with Seal Plus. You can do it with whatever you want. Now, you'll notice that I did not wedge up this piece here, and I could have put a little wedge in there so it doesn't go, so it doesn't get in my way, basically. I'm not worried about that because this box is just for, what's the word I want to use? Convenience. So we're going to put some glue on there. Oh, and I went a little crazy. Going to grab a piece of scrap paper here. There we go. And then some there. And we'll fold this up. And we'll secure our 2 sides. Easy peasy. So I hope everybody's having a super fabulous day today. There we go. And it's just that easy. Now with the sizing, you guys, 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, you can actually get from one 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, you can get 6. And I love that. Love that. All right, so, and just so you know, the Payday does actually fit in here, and there's a little extra room. There we go. Here's the easy part. I'm actually going to put the Payday in here. I have 2 different options that we're going to use. Wood grain for one, and this scrap piece. I had this piece lying around, you guys. So I'm going to turn, I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to loosen some of the fibers. You can do this with your bone folder if you would like. You guys, this is not something, if you're one that you need some precise measurements on this, I don't know what to tell you. This is a 2 3/4 inch by 6 inch piece, and we're going to take this and we're folding it around the box, just like that. You guys, it is really that simple. So we're going to put some glue on that end, and we're going to put some glue on that end, and then we're going to do the same. We're going to line that up, and then line this up. And I don't want it super tight because I want to be able to slide out our little box part that we made, right? So there's one. Easy. Let's pull this out because I need the candy to make the box portion a little bit more stable. So we're going to do the same here. Now this piece is a scotch wider. This one's 3 inches, this one's 2 3/4, because I wanted to show you I like both. I like being able to see that there's a box inside, but I also like it being neat and tidy so you can't see any of it. So it's entirely up to you how you want to wrap it. I'm doing the same thing here. Little strip of glue and a strip of glue there. Tighten this up. Just like this. Hold that on there. So here's what we have for 2 different packages with our little box, right? So we have the unboxed and the boxed. But here's where things can get fun, right? That's easy. You guys, we did this in 10 minutes. Wrapped, scored, cut, 10 minutes. Super easy. But I'm going to take this big maple leaf. I die cut it out of crushed curry. And I'm going to take my cues from the colors in our leaves here. So I pulled the pumpkin pie, and I actually pulled copper clay, probably, and I do have some red here, some cherry cobbler. But I wasn't sure. I want to mimic this leaf with these leaves, or at least add a little bit more dimension. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take my pumpkin pie. I'm going to work with that first. And I'm not going to do a lot. Grab my scratch piece here. Tap off. And I'm just adding in a little bit of color. And then I'm going to take my crushed curry, and I'm going to kind of try to help it blend a little bit so that it blends in. Do you see how we got that softened up a little bit on the edges there? Do the same thing. I did the pumpkin pie on this edge. And then I'm going to do the same thing there. So do you see? Look at that compared to that. Isn't that pretty? A little bit more realistic. But then I am going to bring in that copper clay, you guys. Just a little bit on the edges. Because I don't know about you and your leaves at your house. I still have some. And because of the frost that we got, a lot of my edges are dark because they got burnt in the frost. And I'm not doing it all, but do you see just adding that little bit in there, how much that adds? You guys, I love, there we go. I love bringing in all of these amazing colors that we have and helping our paper look dimensional, right? All right, now with that, we have options. We could put the veining on here if we wanted. We could even just stamp it because there is a stamp. But I think I like my leaf just like that. So what I want to do for this one is I'm going to put this here like this. And then I'm going to take my sentiment so that you can still see the paper. I'm going to take pumpkin pie. And the sentiment that I want to use is with a grateful heart, because we're talking about gratitude, right? So we'll pull that out. And oh, that's a really wide piece. With a grateful heart, stamp that. Just like that. I'm going to trim it up. I think I might even leave it straight. I'm not 100% sure. What did I do with my trimmer? Oh, right here. And we're going to trim that. And this is a little too wide, so we're going to trim that up too. So we made that 3/4 of an inch by 2.5. And don't I have some twine over here? I don't. Oh, I know where it is. I'm going to take, I had this twine, you guys, the kittens got into my twine again. I found this on the floor, on the edge of a very chewed up piece of, is it in here? It might be, hang on. I might be able to show it to you because I thought it was pretty funny actually. Very chewed up piece of like chipboard ring, a chipboard ring, you know. Let me see, is it in here? Yes, it is. Here it is. Guys, I found it on the edge of that, on the end of that. There was tape right here, and that's what the rest of it looked like. So I figured I'd rescue the linen thread. So what we're going to do with that, oh no, glue dots. They must have gotten my glue dots. Oh, you guys, these kittens, I've never had bad kittens, you guys. These guys are just terrible. So on the underside, I took a glue dot on the underside, and then we're going to add our little bow, and then that is going to go on our designer series paper like that. All right, so now I have this wood grain one, right? So with that one, I wasn't sure which way I wanted to go. I was thinking we could go kind of Christmassy with some greenery and a sentiment, or I'm kind of liking this one too. We could go with these trees and just a super simple little thank you. So these little tree packages, you guys, basically what I'm saying to you is these little tree packages that we just made, super duper, I mean like super duper universal. A lot of possibilities. Let's put this one on here so it doesn't get lost, because you know it will. And put that like that. I think, I don't know. This one is from the Grove dies, you guys, along with that thank you. And then this one, these sprigs here, are from the Joy of Noel, and I was going to stamp it with the Joyous. So I'm going to do the stamping, and then we'll compare. And then in the description below, you guys, I will have all of the options so that you can see Or you can decide what you would like to use. Because these are so easy. I'm using cherry cobbler. And this one I'm going to add some, or I'm not going to add any ribbon to. But my thought is that we can put some of our sprigs there and then put another sprig like that. And then we'll flag that end. So lots of options. Let's see, what am I looking for here? Lots of options for this little gratitude treat. Don't forget, you guys, that there's new online exclusives right now. If you need any assistance with any of that stuff, please feel free to reach out. You can email me there while I'm putting the last of this together here. Or you can comment in the video below, you guys, because I always come back and double check. I'll put that there. Get our last little piece out. So that could be another one like that. Or you could even do that on that. I mean, you guys, the possibilities are endless on how to decorate these. It's whatever you have. So if you love what you saw today, you guys, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're looking for more gratitude ideas, then you're going to want to pop on back because I have more for you. We're doing a whole entire month of gratitude, you guys. And just as a reminder, this week is Mystery Card Night. I will post the supplies that you will need, meaning the cuts, in the community tab on Thursday evening. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And check out these little cuties. Isn't that cute? Now, even if payday is not your favorite, you guys, super easy, super cute, so many possibilities. Like I said, that's just a piece of a wood round there. But that could be on there. It could be on there. There's so many possibilities. Tell me in the comments, you guys, what would you want to see on these as far as decoration? Thanks for joining me, you guys. Have a great day getting crafty. I look forward to seeing you guys again on Saturday. Bye, guys.